Let's have a look at the range. Let's have a look at the order flow. Let's have a look at the charts this morning. So we're going to have a look at the order flow first. Let's have a look here. So we've got we put in some lows last evening, last night, and then as the price rose up through the night, you can clearly see that there's bullish CVD forming here. The CVD is going lower, the price is going higher. We've got quite strong bullish CVD across this range, very strong. This is really bullish CVD. We're above the daily open, we're above the VWAP. It's bullish. There's no other way to describe the price action, the order flow here. It's bullish order flow. Actually, it's quite interesting because I was looking at this a little bit earlier, and if you zoom in a little bit, you can see here, look at these shorts entering here. Look at that short. You know it's a short because the open interest is increasing and the price is dropping and the delta is going down. Then you see how it's being absorbed. These shorts are being absorbed. Short being absorbed. So you're getting shorts here getting absorbed. Okay, that doesn't mean the price isn't going down. It just means you can clearly see that there's some heavy absorption happening here above the VWAP. You can see that the CVD is progressively dropping and the price is just not going down. So I think we're setting up for a short squeeze. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like at the moment. Let's go back to the charts. So let's have a look at the range here. I'll pull my local volume range here, and using this tool, the fixed range profile and volume profile tool, I'm going to see the volume on this range using this exchange, which is the Bybit inverse perpetuals. So I've updated that, and I'm going to have a look at these trend lines that I had from earlier. Okay, they're not really relevant anymore, are they? Now let's see if we can update this trend line here. Nope. None of these trend lines are relevant. Get rid of them. Get rid of them now. Let's have a look at these brush strokes that I had from earlier, from 2 days ago on Sunday. Actually, I guess we need the trend lines back because that will help us with these brush strokes. So I was looking at this on Friday. I was thinking about the possibility of hitting the range low, and there was like a swing failure of the range low and then kind of bouncing. I was looking at the area for support. We needed to go up and then we needed to find support. It went up to the point of control and it kind of squeezed up and it came back down. So that was the original short that I had mapped out, and actually it's come all the way without taking those highs but taking these highs. And what's happening now is come back down to the value area low. We're finding bullish CVD here. So we're getting a little bit of front run of these lower levels here, actually. And we're clearly not seeing any weakness. We're clearly not seeing any weakness at all. I can't see it. I can't see weakness. So let's get rid of those brush strokes for now. Let's get rid of these trend lines. Let's have a look at that. I guess that's irrelevant now. It might still be relevant, but let's just get rid of it because it hasn't really been respected. We've still got the range low here, which is fine. I think that can disappear now. And we've got this original idea that I had, which was just range bound behavior. So remember on the 15th of July, I was just kind of mapping this out, possibly a flag. Yeah, and as you look at it now, it hasn't gone exactly dot to dot, but it is kind of following, isn't it? It's a little bit spooky how the price is just kind of to the lows, coming to the highs, coming to the lows. We're probably in a flag. That was my original idea, the flag, and look, we're kind of in a flag right now, some kind of pennant flag. We've got this long from the lower down. I don't know if we're going to get there, to be honest with you, because I'm seeing bullish absorption, and that just makes me think, why should we go down? It's just the price, every time the price tries to go down, it's getting absorbed. Let me have a look at these higher time frame levels as well. Let me just put those out, the higher time frame levels and the POCs. Let's just have a look also at the order flow, just to see if there's any new naked points of control. Let's have a look at that. There's one here, 116780, and I think we've got that one. 11678. 116780. And the weekly point of control is in the lows of the week. 116780. Okay, and then we have that daily level. Got two folders here. Keep this one. All right, we've got that daily level. Let's just have a look at these higher time frame levels. The levels. All right, so we've got that daily level there as well. Potentially tapped. So the price is actually coming to squeezer. It looks like it's tightening. This daily level's been hit. That one's possibly relevant, but still hit. These haven't been hit. Weekly. Got that lower one. I mean, it looks like it's been hit, huh? It's been front run. Got the monthly. Nope. Range low. Okay. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Let's just have a look at this. The volume. Nope. The POCs. Yep. The single prints. Much lower down. The local volume. See that? So a little fake out there on that higher, that little bit there. But that's what we got now. So we do have a little bit of a triangle forming here. It's kind of a weird one, but that's where we're at. So you see what's going on here. We've got the point of control in the middle. this here was a little bit of a fake out, and this was a fake out, like a little too many failed auctions of the highs, of the lows. But actually this is your triangle. You see that? It's a nice equal triangle. We've got pretty strong support here, and we've got pretty, I wouldn't say strong resistance, I would say there's liquidity. Got daily level, got, there is another daily level. Did I get rid of that? 2, no, it's still there. Yeah, we're going to tighten. We're going to tighten and break out. That's what it looks like. This is what's happening now. We're in a tightening range. The highs are getting lower, the lows are getting higher. This was a little kind of liquidity run of the lows. We haven't had a run of the highs. Okay, you can clearly see the highs are getting lower. And so we're tightening up, and at least to the end of the month. I don't know if we're going to get a breakout just yet until the end of the month. We may or may not, but at the moment we're above the point of control, but this could kind of wash, and then we have to see what happens. And usually in situations like this, you're possibly going to get like that, a fake out, liquidity grab, then bounce to the upside, or the reverse, and just hide these. Fake out. The reverse would be like that in reverse. And again, it's still range bound, but you don't get a break, but you get just a liquidity bag and still range bound behavior. It just changes. So, and then we have to see what happens. So you can get fake out low, fake out highs. Honestly, I think we're going to go up. I think we'll probably get a fake out of the lows, go up. And that's only because of the CVD. The CVD kind of makes me think this is more likely for beginning of the month, for down and up. Bam. Grab liquidity off these local lows. It's a guess, huh? It's a guess. I don't know really. 50 fib. Yeah, why not? Liquidity grab. Bam. Fake out, break down to the lows. Short, 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 short. And then squeeze up. And then you'll probably get a little bit of a rocket ship. And then it will probably just continue rallying. Pow, pow, pow. Probably. Maybe not even that slow, to be honest with you, because if you're going to impulse up, you'll get you'll start getting some buying, and then then you can actually start rallying type thing all the way up to the target of 130. I think probability wise this is probably the most probable, but whatever happens, we're still in a tightening range. It could go up or down. We are in the highs, but the bullish CVD makes me think, oh, because every market short is being absorbed like there's no tomorrow. There's like some big absorption happening right now. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with this. I mean, it could go lower than where I'm thinking. I'm thinking just the local value area low. It's a weekly level, 50 fib, take these local lows. Just that's enough, maybe. It looks like it's breaking down from a trend line, and then actually it fakes out, goes right back up. We're just coming to the bottom of the range, liquidity run, and then smashing through for a squeeze. For initially a squeeze, and then you're going to get longs piling in. So and take you all the way up to the all-time high again. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If that happens, you've got a clean flag break up to the upside with an initial liquidity run to the downside, and then you're going to have a rally pushing up to my target of 130. Yeah, And that's kind of where my mind is at right now. But obviously you just have to be aware that whatever happens, it could go down, you know, so there's no way to know for sure. You could get a fake out of the highs and we could continue ranging here, you know, it's always possible to continue ranging here. But because we're going to have a new month candle, then I think it's likely that we're going to see a move. It's more likely than not that we're going to see some kind of move for that. It's like a strong close, continue, maybe a little pullback and then up. That's a really strong monthly close. Look at that. That's a continuation close to the upside. That probably means more upside. For me, that the probability is more upside. At least if it doesn't continue, it will stay. You know, you'll get another month here at least. Again, with the 3-month time frame candle, look at that. We're pushing. Let's have a look at these other candles. A 2-month candle. I have it. There it is. Yeah. That closes in 2 days as well. So the 2-month and the 1 month, they're kind of very similar. Yeah, we're looking to go up, aren't we? We're just pushing. Right now the price is pushing. Yeah. It looks like we're flagging. Yeah, we're flagging here. You can see the RSI is going down. The price is going sideways. The CCI is going down. The price is going sideways. We're getting pretty heavy absorption here across this local range. You can see it on the MACD. This is like hidden bullish divergence on this 12-hour time frame. So it's, for me, it's looking really bullish. Bitcoin is. Until things change, it looks really bullish, really bullish. I'm seeing bullish absorption on the CVD, on the order flow. Refresh it again. CVD is going down. Price is going up. We're getting slight bearish CVD now in the last 10 minutes. Slight, very slight. So, but across this kind of whole accumulation range or reaccumulation range, look at the CVD's gone down, the price has gone up. So Marve says 119.4k is said to be the highest weekly close for BTC. Yeah, there you go. Marve knows. Welcome, Marve. Nice to have you. So yeah, so I don't know, it just looks really bullish to me. On Sunday I said if you close above a certain level, I think 118,212 or something like that, it was bullish. And look at the close. It not only closed way above the level that I thought about, it closed above the previous weekly level too. There was a tapped weekly level there. Which I haven't marked there. And so we're going to have to flip that level. You can see it's finding a little bit of resistance there, which is probably why people are shorting. Yeah. I think we're just kind of like I'm saying, I think we're in this kind of equal triangle situation with 2 failed auctions. And we're going to squeeze, aren't we? We're going to squeeze. And I think probably the most likely situation or scenario probably is a fake out of the lows for a squeeze to higher prices. Probably that's probably the most likely scenario, but let's see what happens. Okay, I'm just going based on probabilities. You could always fake out the highs to go down, and then I think if that happens, we're just going to continue ranging, and this equal triangle changes again. It changes into something else more likely than not, just because of the absorption that we're experiencing. All right, so that's sorry, I didn't show you the screen. There it is here. Look, so let me just go back to it. So this is the most likely scenario with an equal triangle squeezing, fake out of the lows to the highs, or you can always get a fake out. But I think if we fake out the highs, we're probably looking for forming another structure, another form of structure. It could be just something more it could be a wider triangle. Yeah, you could end up with a wider triangle. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. Yeah, and so let me kind of, what you do is you clone these lines. Yeah, and if you do get a fake out highs to low, then you could be forming some kind of more wider pennant. Yeah, that would be a fake out highs to low, and you're still range bound. Okay, but also if we do experience a breakout, it will probably be something more like this. Yeah, it'll be something more like that. So you go straight up, and then on this clone line you're back testing it for a continuation. Yeah, so that's kind of where my mind is at right now. So you got options there, you got options there, you got two options that I'm thinking, and there's probably more. Okay, I think the next long is going to be around there for a fake out to the lows, and then we have to see what happens. Okay, because you could form a wider pennant like this. All right, that's kind of where I'm at with BTC.